What's up, you guys? Chase the Dark Sage here, and today we are back with another video, and today we're going to be going over the movie Morbius, produced by Sony. And when I was going into this movie, I already wasn't expecting much with all the reshoots and all the delays coming with Morbius. I really didn't expect much, but if the Batman told us anything, that it's that reshoots, can sometimes come out to be good things. Delays can somehow turn out to be good things. Well, do not expect that with Morbius. Morbius overall is not a good superhero movie and is overall just not a good movie at all. But before we actually get into my review and actually give you my thoughts on how I feel about Morbius, go ahead, smash that like button and hit the subscribe button. All my links will be in the description down below in case you want to follow me on all my other social media platforms. So let's go ahead and talk about the plot of Morbius. And if you guys don't know, Morbius is a character from Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery, or he's an anti-hero type thing. But in this movie, in the Sony universe that they're trying to establish, they're trying to make the villains the heroes. And I guess I get it, because without Spider-Man, who are they really going to be? But also, I want to see them fight Spider-Man. I want to see them in the space where they're going against Spider-Man. I know what Sony's doing. They're trying to, set up the Sinister Six and all that type of stuff, but I just don't like it the way that Sony is going about it. Now, if MCU were to take over that and Spider-Man was just like an MCU type of property type thing where they have full rights and control over these Spider-Man villains, then I think that they do a lot better with these villains than Sony is, because I think Sony is trying to carve out the Sinister Six universe way too quickly compared to what it is, especially with them having relations to the MCU Spider-Man or the Tom Holland Spider-Man. And I just don't like that. But like I said, let's actually go into the plot of this movie. And this plot really, to me, it just doesn't go anywhere. Like, to me, this plot really was nothing at all. But to give you guys a short summary, Michael Morbius is a doctor who was plagued with a very, very sick illness, and he wants to find a cure. He's been trying to find a cure all of his life. And when he finally finds the cure through messing with bat DNA and human DNA, he becomes essentially kind of like a half human vampire. I wouldn't say fully a vampire, because Dracula is like fully vampire. He's not fully vampire, but this vampire version of Morbius, he does lust for blood, and the only way he could suffice his hunger for blood is to take in fake blood, which he actually produced while he was like a regular doctor for people who needed blood that couldn't actually get real blood. But overall, that's the plot of the movie. I don't want to give up anything else about the movie, but honestly, is there really anything to give up about this movie? Like, I will admit, when I first went into this movie, right, I thought it was going to be the worst thing I ever watched. I was thinking it was going to be on like the same level as like Venom and Venom 2. But the reason I like Venom and Venom 2, hold on. The reason I like those movies is because they're stupid fun. They're dumb fun. Like, they know what they are. It's self-aware on what it is. But it's fun to watch the mayhem and just how Venom is trying to be turned into this like comedic type thing. Like, he's not bloodthirsty to kill or eat humans. Well, I mean, he is. But he's just cracking jokes all the time, and I've never seen Venom or the symbiote in that type of light. And I thought they was going to do something maybe similar to Morbius. And the one thing I will say that I did like about Morbius over Venom is that they take the character of Morbius a little bit more seriously and put him in darker tones compared to the actual Venom Eddie Brock character. And I did like that. And I also like the main villain of this movie as well. I don't want to spoil who it is, because I didn't know who it was coming into the movie, because I only saw actually, I didn't see any of the trailers. I just saw some Spider-Man shots, and I knew that they was taken out of the movie beforehand. But I don't want to give you guys the villain of the movie, but I will say that the villain was the most compelling part of the movie. But that's not really saying much, because a lot of these characters did not get development. The love relationship that they tried to establish between Michael Morbius and the love interest, I didn't believe it. Michael Morbius himself didn't have any type of character development at all. Like, he was just a good guy all across the board. Like, he wasn't bad. He was a guy that made a mistake because obviously he was messing with bat DNA and all that type of stuff. So I understand. And Tyrese, I love Tyrese. I think Tyrese is hilarious. But Tyrese literally could have been played by any other character in this movie. I feel like they literally put Tyrese in this movie just to say that, oh, Tyrese is in this movie, because there are shots with him as a cop / detective, and it focuses on him, but it doesn't do much when it actually focuses on him. He doesn't even have that many lines in this movie. He doesn't say anything funny. He really doesn't do anything that's actually of importance throughout this whole movie. And when I see some shots of what he was supposed to be like in the movie himself, oh man, such wasted potential. Because I think Tyrese is a pretty good actor. I also think he's a pretty good singer as well. But I think overall he's a pretty good actor as well. But they really wasted that big star name to put him in a movie like this. Like, why? And like I said, the most compelling part of this movie has to be the villain character. But then again, nah, Now, if I was in the villain's footsteps, I'd kind of be like him. I'm not gonna lie, I did like the villain. But the thing about this movie is that it had me laughing at parts that I should not have been laughing. Overall, this movie has a dark atmosphere, and there's really not that much comedy. And if it is, it doesn't hit. It doesn't hit at all. But I will say that whenever the bad guy was on the screen, whenever the main villain was on the screen, I was laughing. I was cackling up. I was howling in the theater, and I was howling afterwards when me and my girlfriend got out because some of the reactions we had in that movie was just downright bad, but downright hilarious as well. But overall, I will say, going into this movie, I had like a really, really bad vibe going into it. Not a bad vibe, but like a vibe that I knew that I wasn't gonna like this movie. I knew this wasn't gonna be a good movie, but I will say it's not as bad as everybody is making it seem to be. Now, it's not good. Trust me, it's not a good movie. But I mean, if you want to go to the movies, I definitely say go on a Tuesday where it's like $5 for the actual ticket price. Get you some popcorn. You'll enjoy yourself. Kind of. The pacing is all right, so I guess the movie kind of flew by. But the end credit scene, man, I don't like where the end credit scene is going, and I know where it's going, but I don't like where it's going. But that's about it for my thoughts on Morbius. Let me know what you thought about it, and let me know if you want to go see it in theaters. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out my other movie review, Sonic 2. I really enjoyed that movie, so if you want to see more of a positive review, go ahead and check that out. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. Dark Sage out. Peace.